Hey guys, so today I thought I would share with you a part 2 to the oldest books that I have on my TBR. I posted the first part of this video a couple months ago and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I thought, why not make this a series? Why not continue on with it? So in this video I have 5 books that I purchased at the end of 2013 and I still haven't read yet. So I thought I would share those with you as we are coming up to the end of the year. Figured I would wrap that year up and give you an update on the books that I mentioned in my last video. So if you missed my last one, I will leave that linked at the top of the description so you can go watch that and then come back to this one to see what the outcome of those books were. I'll give you a minute to go check it out. So yeah, if you're here to watch this one, thanks for coming back and let's go straight into the update. So in that last video I mentioned 10 books and unfortunately I've only read one of them in that time, and that was The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I did really enjoy it, so I'm glad I finally got around to it, but I did decide to unhaul 2 of the books that I mentioned, the first one being The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern and the second one was My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult. Both of them I gave about a chapter to see if I was interested in them. None of them grabbed my attention, so I decided I might as well pass along to someone that will enjoy it. So that means there are still 7 books from that original video that I need to read. I thought maybe I could have them done by the end of the year, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So yeah, hopefully with these 5 they have a better outcome than the others, but let's just get into those. So the first 2 books I'm going to talk about are ones that I bought in September of 2013. That is a kind of special month for me. It was that month that I flew to DC and spent about 5 days with some of my best booktube friends. So if you've been around on my channel for a while, you would know that we posted videos, that we posted book hauls, that when I got together with Geraldine, Keisha, Alyssa, and Phil, we went crazy book shopping and we went to the National Book Festival in DC. And it was just a good time. So these books hold a special place in my heart, even though I haven't read them yet. More Than This by Patrick Ness. Yes, I have owned this book for over 4 years. I remember buying this book at a Barnes & Noble in Virginia because Patrick Ness was at the National Book Festival signing. So I think I purchased this book to get signed, even though I brought a Monster Calls to get signed. So I don't know if just because I liked him so much I wanted to buy another one of his books, but this has been high on my radar and I think it is on my dying to read shelf on Goodreads, so I'm not sure why I haven't picked it up yet. And then the second one from September is Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. I can't remember what store I bought this book from. I don't think it was a Barnes & Noble. I think I got it cheap somewhere. But David Levithan is one of my favorite authors. So I think the reason I haven't picked this one up yet is because I'm kind of hit or miss with John Green. I thought The Fault in Our Stars was okay, and I DNF'd Looking for Alaska. So I think that's where my hesitation of this novel comes from. All I know is it is a contemporary where there are 2 people and they are both named Will Grayson. That's all I know. Like I said, I love David Levithan. Don't care too much for John Green. So if you've read this, let me know what you thought of it. So in October of 2013, I purchased Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. I can't believe it has been 4 years since I purchased this book. I still remember reading The Shining like it was yesterday. So this is on my TBR for the month. I haven't gotten to it yet since I'm still reading it, which is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. But I'm very excited to read this. I think it was back in 2013 that I read The Shining and I did really enjoy it. So hopefully I remember enough about it to go into this. I think this is just more of a companion because Danny's just an adult. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. If not October, hopefully November. November of 2013, I purchased Prep School Confidential by Kara Taylor. I purchased this on a recommendation from my friend Geraldine. And I still haven't read it yet. It sounds really good, and she told me that the plot is better than the cover suggests. The cover is kind of cliche and typical girly, but she said it's a lot better and darker than that. So I don't know why I haven't gotten around to picking it up. I do own the entire trilogy at this point. I think it's only 3 books, but it sounds good. Maybe I'll read it in November. I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, but Geraldine and I usually have the same taste in books. So I think I just need to trust her opinion on this and just jump right in. And then the last book is another one that was on my TBR for the month. And I purchased this in December of 2013. And that is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. This one I did start reading this month. I think I got about 125 pages in. And I was also listening to the audiobook about it. and I could not get into it. So I did end up DNFing it, and I am on the fence about unhauling it or not. I don't know if I'm just not in the right mindset for it, but it was just very slow and very dry. So I don't want to unhaul it because it was so nice and so expensive, and the cover's really pretty, and I like the idea behind it, and I like all the different medias that it uses and how interactive it is, but at the same time I don't think the plot is strong enough to carry such a big book. So I don't know. Please give me your thoughts about this one. I'm very torn on whether or not I want to keep it or not and give it a second chance. But yeah. So those are the 5 books that I purchased at the end of 2013 that I haven't read yet. If you enjoyed this series of videos, please let me know and give me a thumbs up so I can keep doing them. I have so many books. I have over 200 books on my TBR list of books that I own, not counting all of the ones that I want to buy, especially with all the 2018 releases being announced. So many books, so little time. But yeah, I really enjoy doing these types of videos and going back through my TBR and getting excited about all of these books all over again. So I think that's kind of the point of doing them for me, is both to motivate myself with how long I've owned them and just to revisit them and get excited about them all over again. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've read any of the books that I mentioned, please let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.